You know, when I think of spring, I think of asparagus and peas. So we gotta say goodbye to butternut squash. But before we do so, we're gonna finish making our ravioli here. I have some pasta that was made, rolled out, and cut in 4x4 sizes. Now we're gonna place the dough in the bottom and the cutting board. You don't need that much flour when the pasta has been dehydrating a little bit so it doesn't stick. Then a small teaspoon. Always measure the amount of filling you're putting in a ravioli or a tortelloni. Otherwise, the water content of the ingredient is going to expand and your ravioli is going to break in the water. So we take a little bit and we place it in the center. Also notice how I have the tip of the pasta facing the camera or in an angle. A little bit of egg wash, which is a combination of eggs and a little bit of water, and we use that as the natural glue. You go on both sides, then you take this tip and bring it to the tip of the pasta that is in front of you. Notice this is very important. You start from the beginning where the tip is and you press the extra air within the pasta out. So again, it doesn't explode on you in the water. The same thing on this side, and then you get to the corner. I want to move this plate here so everybody sees the next thing. We all have a fork in our kitchen, and you do not need a special gadget to bring these two layers of pasta together. With your fork, thumb on the curve, start pressing down, not too hard, just enough so that the two sides become one and they glue together naturally with the help of the egg wash. A cookie cutter next, you grab it and you take the uneven corners off. There is one. Then from here, from the tip all the way to the corner, there's another one. There you go. Look at these beautiful ravioli that you just made. Now, to pick this up, don't try to fight this with your hand, none of those. That same fork goes in one corner and presses it up and brings it out right there. So now you have the whole ravioli. A plate that is floured a little bit, this baby sits on there. And notice, the other rest of the pasta is covered with a wet towel so it keeps moisture. Next, what I need to do for you is quickly, I gotta start your sauce. This is the brown butter sauce. And the brown butter basically means we take butter to the hazelnut stage, or as we say it in French, noisette. And by putting one small cube of butter in there, we're gonna add a little bit of nutmeg in that same butter. And we're going to add a little bit of brown sugar. And when we do this and serve this, instead of brown sugar, you can always add a little bit of Wisconsin honey. As this is browning up, one thing is happening that is important. The water content of the butter is evaporating. The whey within the butter starts getting out of the butter and the fat starts turning brown. And that's what we call a hazelnut butter. That can be the base of many things we do. For those of you that love searing steak or meat or any kind of protein, when you take that butter to that stage, you have a beautiful nuttiness in it. And butter manifests its flavors in different ways. Every ingredient does that. It's just that what do you want out of an ingredient? And those are the different steps and stages that you want to take your ingredient out of. As you notice, you see this